everyone, Samantha here. I pray all is well with you. In this video, I'm showing how to make some pouches. I'm going to show 3 different ways in this video. I learned this from Palooza and also Scrapbooking with Me Crafts. So I'm going to leave their links in the description section of this video so you can check out their tutorials. But let me show you these 3 right here. I make this one. This one I use a napkin and I sewed the sides using a sewing machine. Got kind of messed up like right here, but you can see right here, you can see the stitching. Let me see, I'm facing it towards that way because I'm looking at the computer, but you can see the stitching here and the stitching here and on the front, and it opens up, right? And this is again, this is a napkin. It's laminated, and the reason why I sewed it is because glue doesn't stick on plastic very well. So you know, this is plastic on plastic, and so I went ahead and I just sewed it, and I learned about that from Scrapbooking with Me Crafts. Yeah. And then I put the lace and some snaps. I'm going to show some the cam snaps. So this is another one. Now I would say that I already saw how this had came apart on the side, because this is actually thicker. This was not a napkin that I laminated. This is you know, scrapbooking paper, and it's not thin, but it's not thick, but it's not too thin either. And so and it's plastic on plastic because I laminated it. So I use red tape for that. That's what I use for that. This red tape for the sides. But the only thing with that is, you know, what I have in there, it could slide to the side, and you know, sometimes it'll get caught up in the glue because it doesn't dry like, you know, wet glue dries. And this one has a snap, and I also put some lace too. But you see, this one doesn't open as much as that one, but I'm gonna show you one that opens up even more, which is this one. This is laminated cardstock, but it's laminated on one side. So I was able to put like a folded sides, and then there's more space in there. You see, I can open it up. I have no problem because I use the glue. And I'm going to also show how to do that as well. So I'm going to show some items that I have for this video. Okay, it's alright. Okay, I have a piece of old cardstock because the other cardstock I have is extra thick. So I'm like, no, I'm going to use this. This is something that I printed out, but I don't need it to use it. It was a double copy by accident, so I can use that. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to take something from this paper pad block, but I realized that it's best to use something that, like, if I fold it, it doesn't matter the orientation. Yeah, you know, something like this, the orientation doesn't matter. But if I use something like this now, which I wanted to, I have to be concerned that when I fold, something is going to be upside down either way. So I'd rather not use anything with words or anything that's directional. But something like this is good, because no matter how you fold it, the orientation, you'll be fine. So I'm going to take this one out. Okay, and so I'm going to do the first one that was on my, this one I didn't see anyone do, but well, I should say, like, I'm not going to use any lamination. So that's what I mean by not seeing anyone do it. But the structure of it, I'm going to use. I'm going to use the structure that I learned. So I learned these measurements from Palooza. So I'm going to take those measurements and use it with this paper. Now, and this is if someone doesn't have lamination. Now, one of the things I noticed that she mentioned, but I didn't see it, she mentioned how she used Mod Podge on one of her envelopes, to seal it in, to make it more durable. I'm not going to do that. But when I make this, I'm still going to use it for something. So, first, let me get my scoreboard so I can use the measurements. And I'm not going to use any snap with that. Oh, you know what? Before I do it, let me show you what tools I have. I have a trimmer, some glue, I have some ribbon, I have some self-adhesive dots, I have some more ribbon, I have some pom-poms, I have this ribbon here, this weave ribbon. I have this that I made this little bow. I don't know if I'm using all of this. I have a little button, a little earring here because I want to show something. I have some cam snaps, and I have this tool to put the snaps on, and I have the red tape, and I have some stickers. And I have some lamination paper and some lamination self-adhesive laminating sheets. So, one needs lamination, the other one, doesn't require. One needs a laminating machine, another one doesn't. So, I'm also going to pull out. Now, but let me see and my laminating machine is right here. I think you can see that. You can see it. So I'm going to put it behind me. I'm not going to turn it on yet because I'm not using that one yet. I'm not making the one that requires the lamination just yet. So, okay. So, it's that I don't want to lose that little button thing, because that's the thing that, let me put it right here. Okay. Alright. So the measurements is 6 by 9.5. So I'm gonna measure now. 6 by 9.5. Okay. Let's open this up. Open that up. Okay, 6 by 9.5. So, okay, where's the 6? Right here. The 6 is right here. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and connect, and then by 9.5. And I mean, you can do your own measurements, but I'm gonna use these because, as you can see, like for this one, this was not 6 by 9.5 at all. But this one I made using that. This one is not 6.5, 6 by 9.5. I used the measurement that I wanted with those. Okay, so this is 6 by 9.5, and I'm gonna also need 2 pieces that's 2 by 3 3/4. So let me get that out. 2. Wait a minute. I might need 2 inches by. Wait a minute. What am I doing? 2. Is that right? Something don't seem right. Something doesn't seem right. 2 inches by 3 3/4. Why do I feel like it doesn't? Oh my God, because I think, you know what, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but let's see. Let me just go right here. 2 by 3 3/4. Why do I feel like it's wrong? That's a weird feeling, like, but maybe, no, I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing something wrong. It's not. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Because I don't know why that is doing that. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, I figured it out. I don't know why in the world I was using this up there. That got me all turned around. 2 by 3 3/4. So, yeah, I made a mistake here. So I'm thinking I may have to get some different kind of paper to do the inner part. It's okay. I have something here. I'll use some scraps that I have. Okay, I have a piece of scrap. I have a few scraps. Quite a few over here on the side here. Let me see. Take out some of them. Hold on. Okay, let me get that. Okay. Alright, so I'll use this. So 2 by 3 3/4. Okay, so let me just do the 2 first for both. And then 3 3/4. So that's 3. This is 3 1/2, and this is 3 3/4 right here. Okay, so make sure I put this to the side so I won't get it mixed up with the other. I think I better get these out the way. Period. That's gonna help a great deal. I'll put these back in that scrap pile. There's really a little bag over there. So now that I did that, I'm gonna go ahead and do the next thing, which is to do some scoring. I forgot to show that I'm gonna use the scoreboard. My trimmer has the scoreboard, but I like this one better. So this has to be scored by 4. You know what, matter of fact, let me punch. You know what, see, that's what I'm saying. I'll forget little things. I forgot that I'm going to need that. You can round the corners. I'm using a corner rounder. But if you don't have a corner rounder, you know, you could use a, what is it? You can use, you know, your scissors. So I'm only rounding one edge. One side. Like that. You see? And now, to score, I have my scoring tool. Okay. So, I'm going to score at 4 and then 8 1/2. 8 1/8. Okay, so score at 4. Is this the right measurement? Yeah. I don't know why I'm feeling kind of wonky with that. Right, and then 8 1/8. Okay. Now, if I was laminating this, I would have laminated it first before scoring. But because I'm showing this one without the lamination, that I don't need to laminate it first. So as you can see right there, it's already a little pouch, but it's open on the sides. So that's when the scoring for this comes into play, which is score at a half, 1, and 1.5. So I'm gonna go ahead and score at half. Wait, let me make sure I get it right. Half, 1, and 1.5. So here we go. Half, 1, and 1.5. Okay, so we have that. Okay, so I'm gonna wait to finish to show how to fold it, because you got to make it into like a M. So again, that's half, 1, and 1.5. And so to make the M, okay, so I'm gonna fold it in this way because I want the M. Hold on, let me do this one. Let me do this and then this. So this is a M. So let me show you. I just did this. I'm gonna take it around. Let me take it here. So I'm gonna fold it up, right? Fold it up. Fold it the inside, that because this is the part that I want to show. Oh, wait a minute, I did it kind of wrong. I'm sorry, y'all. Just bear with me, because that's why I say look at those ladies' tutorials, because I'm new at this. Okay, so it's okay. I kind of wanted that the leaf part facing outward, but it's okay. It's okay. But you see, it's an M anyway. You see the M? Can you see it? Let me see. See, it's the M. So I guess the part that you want to show outward is where you need to fold it. Instead of folding it, the part that you don't want, to show, of course, you're going to fold it down first and then up and then back down. I hope that makes sense. But I'm going to stay consistent. So the part that I don't want to show now, I'm going to flap it up. It's like an accordion. You just bending back and forwards. And then up again. You're doing an accordion fold. I know that was kind of confusing. I felt confused. But I'll leave the link to their videos because it is better, I think. Because kind of pros at that. So, that's what it looks like to me anyway. So now, I'm going to put the M facing inward, right? And how I'm going to do that is, one second. Oh, you know what? I think I did do it right for what I wanted. I did. Okay, it's all right. It's all right because it's not going to go here. It's here. Okay, and then it's going to go. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to take your glue and you want to make sure that this M part is facing outward. Right? Because you want this to open up. Hold on one second. Let's see what happens. you want this to stretch open. You see that? Like this. You want it to stretch open. So when you put this down, the accordion folded paper, you want to have it on the bottom and flush to the left. So you want to have it like this. See that? Okay. So I'm going to take the glue. So something was happening with my glue tip here, and I think it still will be kind of stuck. So I was using this little thing the other day to put glue because it was just getting on my nerves. I know how to unstop it. I just don't want to deal with that right now. So okay. So I'm going to take some glue and I'm going to put it on. So here's like the M, right? You see the M? So I'm taking the glue and putting it right here. Yeah, y'all gonna need to go to that other tutorial because I already feel like, oh my goodness, what kind of, I don't know how to call these things. And in that video, she did it, what they did it was so, well, Palooza is where I saw this part, the glue, because the other woman, she was doing sewing. And I didn't even finish watching all of the video that she had. Just I watched part of it. Okay, so now, of course this took me a little bit longer because I'm using that stick to take out my glue. But now I'm going to go ahead and make sure it's flush to the left and on the bottom. Flush to the left and on the bottom. And then I'm going to show it to you what it looks like. So, now you see that? This is like this. I'm going to turn it, I got to remember the orientation of my video is different than what I will have it to be when I upload it. I always have to rotate my videos. So now I'm going to do the same thing. The M part is facing outward. Okay. And I don't even remember if she said her M is facing outward. I don't remember. I could have taken some of this glue and just put it out on a mat, which would have made it a lot easier, especially because I have my Stampin' Up mat. I think when I go to do the other ones, I'm going to do that. I have one more where I have to really use this kind of glue. But matter of fact, I might take it out before because I get to that one, because I think I'm still going to need to put more glue. So here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and put it flush to the right and on the bottom. But make sure it's flush. See? That's why you want it flush, because you want it to close right. So now we have this. That M is facing this way. That M is facing this way. Now what we have to do is this. We have to glue it. So, because I don't want to be here all day trying to mess with that, I want to take a little bit of glue and just go ahead and put some down on this, because it's hard to get it from inside the jar. So I'm going to take it. This is much better. Look at that. And then I'm going to put the glue here. Put the glue here. And that's one thing about having this kind of glue, the wet glue, because if you make a mistake, you have wiggle room to move it. When you use Sometimes the adhesive tape, it's not that easy afterwards to move things around if you make a mistake. So now you're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and close this. Close it. Good. Alright. And I will put some to hold it in place. So this is the one without any lamination. But like I said, I heard Palooza share that she used Mod Podge, and I'm also thinking if a person want to use some type of like shipping tape, they can do that as well. So now what I'm going to do something that different than what I saw in the video, since this is one without lamination. And I just had this idea in my head that in the event that a person doesn't have snaps, in addition to not having lamination paper, this is also an option. And so it's to use like self-adhesive dots or a piece of magnet. So, one second. Okay, so you can decorate this part if you want. What I'm going to do is, I think I want to decorate it. I'm going to use some ribbon here that I really do not like. I have a couple of pieces here that I'm not too fond of. Let me see. It's this gold. I am not fond of this at all. This thing right here. But you know what? I'm not going to use a ribbon. I just had an idea to use some washi tape. That idea really just came to me. So I'm going to go ahead and use this washi tape. We all know that this is a little test one I'm doing here. This video is going to be kind of long. Alright, so going ahead and putting, look at this. I hate when the washi tape tears like that. Oh, come on. Alright, I'll use that for something. Here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it up here. So when it folds down, it's like that. Okay, great. But, oopsie, I need to fix this. It's not quite even. Alrighty, let me snip this off. Again, this is a little tryout. I'll store some loose bits in there, because it's still a pocket, right? And so, okay, now I want to put, hold on 1 second. See something here. Okay, I know I have to try to make it be perfect, but so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these glue dots. Use whatever you have. You can make glue dots. You can make something with a piece of paper like this with some. Can you do that? You will still need the Velcro. So I'm going to put the Velcro down. I'm eyeballing this. And now I'm going to put this here. Oh, I got to bring it down a little bit more because I got to make sure that it closes. So I could do this and then come down here, right, and make sure that, there we go. You see that? It's still closed. And what I thought, you see this button? You could sew a button on there if you want. But I'm not going to go through all that sewing right now. What I'm going to do is just take a piece of tape. This is that tape. And stick it on there. Hold on one second. Use some. See, this red tape is no joke. I'm telling you, this tape, this is the larger, this is a whiter one than this one. So I'm trying to find, you know, oh, there it goes. Okay. Yeah, this is some good adhesive, the red tapes. I got these off of Amazon. And so, I'm going to put that there. I'm going to cut it. And take off that red backing. But I'm going to put another piece. And take off the backing. There we go. Wait a minute. Take off the backing. I don't want to touch the other one. There we go. You see, it comes off really well. Alright, and then I'm going to go here. Matter of fact, put it like this since it got a little holes here. Alright, and so now it has a little decorative touch. Right, and so that is not going anywhere. And there we go. You see? Now that got glued in a little bit. Maybe it was a little bit of glue there. Okay, there we go. So now I can put something in there if I wanted to. You see, it's nice. It's really good. Look inside. Right? And close it. I got the Velcro there. And this, you know, you can make different kind of closures. So if you don't have like the cam snaps that I'm going to show in a minute, it's fine. But look at that. I could store some little things in there. Little bits and pieces of ephemera. And so now I'm going to go ahead and show the one with one side laminated. Only one side laminated. So let me go ahead and okay. So hopefully when I share this one now, it'll be a little bit better than before when it comes to those side pocket pieces. That was a challenge for me. So here we go. So it's 6 by 9.5. And again, the good thing with this paper ornamentation, it just doesn't matter. Okay, 6 by 9.5. Nope, is it 9.5? Yep, it's 9.5. I want to make sure my measurements are correct. Good. Then I need 2 more pieces. That's 2 by 3.5. So make sure I'm using the right. Oh, wait. 2 by 3 3/4. Okay, 2 by 3. It's 2 by. I'm using the right one. Am I? Yes, I am. Okay, 2. Make sure this is right. 2 by 3 3/4. Make sure that's right. Yep. 3 3/4. There we go. I'll leave that. 1, 2, 3 3/4. So let's do our 2. 3 3/4. And that's this. Okay. Alright, so I'm not going to need that anymore. 1 minute. What is this? I want to make sure I got the right one. Yeah, because I just cut that, so that's right. Okay, so let me move these bits and pieces out the way so I won't get confused. Okay, put that up there. So now, to corner the sides, I'm only doing 2 corners, and it looks like this, as you can see down. It's cornered here, cornered here. Okay, now remember I said like you could laminate it before scoring it. So that's what she did, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now the only thing is I don't want there to be a glare. Okay, so I'm going to have to use my mat. Is kind of dirty, but I need to use it. I don't want the craziness with the paper. Okay, so these are cornered. Yeah, these are, oops, yep, these are cornered. Alrighty, and let me get the laminated paper. So this is the self. I'm gonna show you which one I'm using. This is the self adhesive laminating sheets, and it's only one side. Now you saw I just brought in something else. That's because I don't want to waste this paper. Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, I forgot to do something. I'm gonna go back anyway because I missed something. So anyway, so I have this. So I want to see if I can get something else in there instead of wasting this paper. It's not gonna work. Okay, no worries. I'm not gonna worry about it. So anyway, here we go. So it's like this, right? So I can peel off. It says peel here. I really like this these sheets. So I'm peeling it off. Okay. Now what I noticed what she did was she did this. She started from this angle. She folded it in the middle, not angle. She folded it in the middle and then put it down like that. So it could be nice and smooth and no bubbles. Look at that. And then you use your bone folder. Remember, it's only one side with this. Now I'm going to take it up. Go. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut this lamination paper, the rest of it off. So what I'll do is I'll do a big chunk first, and then I'll go back and, you know, deal with that because I gotta get off that bulk, and then I can see better too. Okay, and see this other side, this lamination side, the sticky side, it got a lot of residue on it from, you know, the mat, but it don't matter because I'm cutting it off anyway. So let me just get that out the way. like this. Right, the other laminating machine going. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead with these smaller scissors and let me get this mat out the way. I'm not going to need it again. Alright. And so now I could trim up, clean up the edges here. And I want to cut the paper. Just want to get off the extra lamination paper. Okay, I'm quiet and I'm concentrating. Okay, get that off. And now, okay, so, alright, there we go. Alrighty, so now, I got that all trimmed up. Okay, so now this is it. It's so nice, and you see a little bit of glare because it has that laminated sheet on it, and it's protected. It makes it more durable, and it's just really nice. So, you know, all I do is make sure that I got all those little pieces cut off, and there we go. So now I'm gonna go ahead and score. And so the score is 4 and 8.5. So I gotta make sure the rounded edges is out. Not at the, it's sticking out. It's not starting at 0. The unrounded side is at 0. So it's 4. Go ahead and score at 4, and then 8 and 1/8. So 8 and 1/8. So now it's scored. And I'm going to go ahead while I have the scoreboard out and do half, 1.5, no, half, oopsie, half, 1, and 1.5. Half, 1, 1.5. So we go half, 1, and 1.5. Alrighty. I'm going to do the scoreboard again. Put it right there. And so now I'm going to go ahead and fold in the parts. And what I like about her measurements, it makes sure that this is not bumping up against the flap. So now I'm just burnishing really well. And now it's paper to paper, right? So now I'm going to make this a M. So I'm going to go ahead and do boom. I'm folding it down, up on the score line, and down again. Okay, I actually, yeah, I can do up. The side that I want to show, I'm going to go up. Then I'm going to fold it back down. Then I'm going to fold it back up. I'm doing an accordion fold. And then now I have my M's, which I'm going to have facing outward. So now here goes. So I'm going to go ahead and put these down now, starting making sure the first one is flush to the left and to the bottom. I'm going to take out my glue that I put on here. And good thing it didn't dry up yet, so that's good. And I'm going to go ahead and put this glue. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and put this again, flush to the left and all the way down to the very bottom. And my M is facing outward. I'm going to do the same on the next side. Put my glue. The glue. Okay. Put it. And make sure that the M is facing outward. It's flush to the right and down. That's what I'm making sure I'm doing. I'm glad I have a little bit of wiggle room with that wet glue. Good. So now I'm like this. The M is facing this way and the M is facing this way. So now I'm going to take and I'm going to put glue on this side so I can fold it close. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close it. I like to go like this and close it. Make sure that it is, yeah, okay, like this. I'm going to burnish it a little bit, burnish it down. And now I could take the clips and put them to hold it while it dries. Right? And now I'm going to show the cam snaps just in case somebody has them or they want to get some. I got ones off Amazon. So, and I forgot what I put in to get them though, because I had got them a while ago. Alright, hold on, let me get a piece of baby wipe to get this glue off of this thing here. I don't want the glue to stick on there. Okay, and so, good, yeah. It comes right off. And I know I can easily get the glue off of my, this silicone mat. I think that's what it's called again. From Stampin' Up, I forgot. Okay, so now the cam snap. So what I noticed she did was she measured to find the middle, which the middle I believe is 3 because this is 6. Yep. So I'm gonna find 3. Yes, because this is 6. So put a marking on 3. Hold on real quick. So I know where 3 is at because I paid attention to the flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little mark. Oh gosh, that's another thing, yeah. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to put the snap. I want the snap up here. I want the snap kind of like right here. Yeah, I don't want it too far up. And so, you take a little pokey tool. Yeah, this is a little pokey tool. And make a hole. Right, so that's what I just did. This little pokey hole. Right, and then she made another, she made a scratch, but what I did when I did mine was I just made another little dot so I could see it. And you want to punch a hole, but you don't want to punch a hole all the way through. You just want to punch the first part. where you're gonna put the cami snap. Good. You see that? So now I got the cam snaps in the, I don't know what this thing is called to. Oh no, this is the wrong thing that I have here for the cam. What was I thinking? Y'all, hold on 1 second. That's not for the cam snap. Oh my god, I got the hole punch. I got the big old hole punch. That is not what I want. Good lord. This is what I want. This is what I want for the cam snaps. So I gotta pick out a color. So I think I'm gonna go with this. Let's see what they all have in here. I think I'm gonna go with this peach. I could go with this pink and this red, but I'm liking the way the peach is looking. I'm gonna go with the peach. Now, from what I learned with these particular cam snaps, you need 2 pointy parts that's sticking up. So one of my pointy parts is a flower because that, you know, is have this design. But sometimes some of them look all like, some of them look like this. Both looks like that. So, and then you need a convex and a concave. Okay, like a male and a female snap. So, this is more like the male, and this is like the female. If you notice, this one is dipped in, and this one is, it has a round portion of plastic sticking out. So what you do is you take one of the sharp pointy parts and you put it inside with the back. The tip, the pointy part is facing inward. And uh-oh, no, I can't get that right now. Hold on, I'm gonna have to hold on 1 second. Wait a minute. Okay, that was my daughter. And so, okay, so now I'm going to take the convex part, the part that's sticking out, and put it on this part, the pointy part. I pushed it together. Now I'm going to take this tool to tighten the cami. This is a whole nother kind of video. I can't really go into explaining it. I'm just new at using this. So, and then you squeeze it to lock it down. And it is in, yes. But sometimes I don't like how I feel like it's damaging it. But I don't think it is. But that's just how. Alright. I hope it's okay. So now this part right here goes inside. The flat part. It's going to go inside. And I could take these off right now because it's about dry. And put the flat part inside of the pouch. Right? And then the concave one is out. Like right there. This is a little bit not centered, I could say. And then go ahead and tighten this in place. Okay. I think that's good. Now it should snap. If I didn't mess up that first part, which I think I gotta close it. I gotta do it again. I have a hard time with that part. I don't know why. I don't know what that's about. Am I doing something wrong? Hold on, let me see. Let me tighten this. I hope I didn't mess it up, y'all. Because I am really new at this. It looks like I did something wrong with this cami snap right here. I don't know. It looks kind of weird to me. Like I did something wrong. Yeah, I did something wrong. I can see it. Alright, let me see if I can get it off. I think I can. I'm not 100% sure that I can. Let's see. I think I could get it off. Oh boy, y'all. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I don't know if I can get that off. I wonder if there's a way to remove this. Oh boy. I wonder why it's not. Hold on. Let me see if I can do something. I think I know what to do to make it. These candy snaps that I have here are very, oh there we go, are very inexpensive. Yeah, these are the cheapy ones, and I think that's part of the problem, that they're very cheap, because I noticed that when I go to put the snap, use it to tighten it, I noticed on one of them, like, it got like really bent. And so now I'm trying to fix that. Y'all gonna see all this. It's okay, I'm gonna leave the arrows in there, because if I don't, and then people run into problems like, what in the world? Okay, there we go. Well, thank God I didn't have to unloose it. There we go. But it's look like it's hard to open up now. Let me see. Oh Lord, this thing. Now, good. What a closure. Gracious. It's a closure, alright. Okay, nobody getting in there without being heard. Anyway, so this is inside. Right? And let me see now. Now I could go ahead and decorate. There we go. Oh, thank you, Lord. See, I seen the whole shebang. So I could go ahead and put some ribbon. I have this. Let's see what I want to put. I think I'm going to go ahead and put this ribbon. Now, I could use glue, but I don't want to. I don't want to use glue. I'm going to use that tape. This tape, I love this tape here. And it's holding up pretty well with my other ribbon and stuff. So, but I think if I was making this for some, well, you know, it's that laminate, but you could still use the I think I saw her use the glue for this part. I think I did, because it wasn't like plastic to plastic, so I don't think it's a problem if you put the glue on the plastic and then you're putting a piece of fabric. But I'd rather not do that. I'd rather do this right here, because that adhesive is no joke. This adhesive, I should say. So I'm going to go ahead and round these corners again. Here's another one. Oh, I'm going to put it all the way to the end. And so now I'm going to take off this adhesive. And that's one thing about these projects. When you see it, you can decide like what's going to work for you. You know, like you may say, oh, I got an idea. I don't specifically like how the individual did that, but maybe I could try this. And see, I didn't see the one without the lamination, but I figured, you know, I make pockets without lamination. So I figured that would work. And it did. Right, and so now I'm going to go ahead and round this one. Okay, it's a little bit of hangover, but that's fine. Okay, and so now we have that. Look at that. That's really nice. You know, and you go put it in your planner if you want, or you know, just use it to store things. It's cute. Even though it got kind of warped because I was that's one. Let's see how this one is holding up. That's with the Velcro. That's much easier. And you know what? I had a sticker that I wanted to put on here. Okay. Where is it? Dream it, do it. Okay. I like this. Successful people never worry about what others are doing. Wow. I like this one right here. I want to put this one right here. Dream it, do it. Even though it's red, but it'll probably pop with those stripes. So I have one more I'm going to show. That is the Happy Planner. What is it called? Gold Star Quotes and Quotations. Yeah. It's a nice book. I mean, I don't like all the things in there, but it's still nice overall. Dream it, do it. Okay, and there's a reason why I put that there. Okay, so, alright. Okay, so now, here we go. Alright, so now I got those two. Oh my goodness, I'm making a lot of progress there. Okay, oh, right. So, now here is the last one. And I'm going to show that with the laminating paper. So first thing is to cut the paper. So I'm gonna do it from this side. Oh, you know what? I thought the letters, it didn't matter, but I'm seeing, no, it don't. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go. You know what? I never like when it has these little pieces that don't just come off right away. It's like a what? I like when they have the perforation mark. I struggle saying that. I don't know why. Alright, take that little bit off. Good. Now. Okay, that's good to go. So now we're going to do 6 by 9.5. So here's our 6. Make sure it's all the way in. You know what? Let me open this. Get all that off. 6 by 9.5. Okay, now we got that 6 by 9.5. Put that here, and now we're gonna do the 2 3/4. So this is 2. Another one, 2 of those. By 3 3/4. 3 3/4. Okay, 3 3/4. Okay, and the straps will go up here. We got all trimmed up, so now we don't need the trimmer anymore. Okay, so now we have our flat piece, our 6 by 9.5. I'm gonna go ahead and round the corners. Now I'm gonna put it in the lamination paper. Laminate it. Okay. Laminate it machine is on. Let me make sure this is pushed all the way to the top. Okay. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I want to put the rounded edge out because I have a funny feeling about that. So, like I said, the woman that I was watching that did the lamination, this is with Scrapbook with Me Crafts. She used a sewing machine. I'm not gonna do that tonight. Maybe one day I will show me using the sewing machine. I made it accessible to me because it's right in the back of me, but I don't feel like turning my camera on facing that. Plus, I am not. I don't need to be glamorized to be on film, but it's very evident I'm in the house chilling. Let's just say that. Clothes, hair, and everything. So it's very evident. So that really is just, that would be too much. That would be pushing it. Filming that because it's not good. I don't have to look glamorized to put the camera on. But I do like to look decent and presentable at least. Even if I have my hair wrapped up, I got a bonnet. I'm talking now. I got this. The papers is being laminated, so take some time to come out the lamination. But it's almost there. Okay, there we go. Let me turn this lamination machine off because we don't need it. No more for that. Alrighty. Good. Ooh, nice and warm. Okay. So this is laminated. So what I'm going to do now is I do need the trimmer again. Even though I could use the scissors, but I'm just going to go ahead and laminate it. So there we go. That's real close. That's alright. Alright. Okay, just doing a little bit of trimming. Okay. Okay, I like that. So, where's the other piece? Okay. What? Save that. Okay. It's one of the process art pieces is to use some cloth laminating found. Okay. So now we have that. Let's go ahead and let me go ahead and trim the corners. Around the corners back again. Okay. I could have used the thing. Why didn't I do that? It's okay. So now there goes with the where is the scoreboard? Okay. It's not exactly to the, hold on. I hope it don't open up on me. It shouldn't. Alright, that's okay. That'll be alright. Let me do 4 and then 8 and 1/8. So, see, this is a little bit thicker. And 8 and 1/8. Because, you know, it's laminated on both sides. So it's a little bit different. But it's still, yeah, it's still scored. Alright, let me go ahead and do these. These are half, 1, 1.5. There you go. Half, half. Oopsie, I made a mistake. half, 1, 1.5. Okay, so, alright, so just gonna go up, down, up. Okay, up, down, up. Good. Got the 2 M's. Now for this part, I already folded it, but let me go ahead and burnish it. You see, it's really different from when it's when it's just one side. But look how sturdy that looks. And you know what I want to do? I want to put that snap and stuff on first. That's what I want to do. And the color snaps I want to use are black. So, yeah, I want to use the black snaps. I want to put the snap on first. I like that better. So I got the convex and the concave and the 2 pointy ones. And so now, just gotta mark it with the 3. Where the 3 is at. Okay. So let's stop right here. This is 6. Alright. Oh. 6, 7, 6. So it's right by this. Let's see. Where is it? Yeah, that's good. Alright, so let me go ahead and put the hole. Put the hole, and now I gotta mark it through this hole so I see it. And so now put the hole here. It just seems like it's easier to me this way. That's the thing when you learn about these things, you find out a way to make it easier for you to work. So now I'm going to go ahead and put this, the snap part here, and then put the convex one. Go ahead and use this. I don't know what this is called. Diggy jiggy. Okay. See? I don't want no more cheap cam snaps. I learned my lesson. Okay. And now this is it goes this way. That thing, even though it's plastic, I do not want that to be left on no floor, because to step on that, somebody could be screaming to high heaven. Alright, so now put this here. And now put the, go ahead and use this little snap thing here to close it. Let's see how it closes if I go and do anything else. See, I am not buying these cheap things again. I cannot stand this. I'm gonna go on Amazon and see. I'm gonna have to probably put a review, because I don't think I should be going through this like this. I'm doing something wrong. No, I don't think so. I just think this is so cheap. Because I'm looking at how the plastic is all bending and whatnot. It's looking all cray-cray. There we go. Oh, okay. You know what I think? Oh my goodness. Alright, it has to be down. Oh. That's what's going on. Okay, but still all looking kind of twisted to me. So, but you see inside it's masked down. I don't know if you can see that. And I don't want to go through, because see, this is not about the snaps, because like I said, you can use Velcro or whatever other thing you want. So I don't want to get distracted with that right now. So I was thinking about using this ribbon here. The only thing is I'm going to have to really use glue if I use this one. But isn't that nice? But you know what? I have this black and white one, and I'm going to go with that, because I don't feel like tinkering with nobody's glue. And I will have to do that with this one, because if I try to put the red tape, the double-sided adhesive is going to come, the stickiness is going to come throughout those little holes on the ribbon. So that's a no-no. I'm not trying to go there with that. So let me go ahead and put the red tape, because I have to use that tape anyway for the sides. You'll see what I'm talking about in a moment. So we'll put that tape down. Okay. You want to go all the way to the edge here. And so, just that quick, I learned that I'd rather do all of this before putting the sides. Got it. Do what, you know, works for you with these things. Alright. And I'm going to go ahead and trim that a bit. But I also think I need to put a little bit, I'm going to take this red tape off. This red backing off, rather. Because I think I need to put a little bit more on this side. And then trim around it. Let me do that. Alright. Yeah. That's better. And now I'm going to take that piece of red backing off. There we go. Yeah. Let's see. Alright. Now to put this on. Ooh. Oh, I cut it. Oh, it's right here. Alright. And so now I'm going to go ahead and put this. Put it down a little bit more. Alright. Wait a minute. Alright, here we go. And see, if you use another kind of ribbon, you can let it hang off a little bit. That's what I did with this one. See, this one right here is hanging off a little bit. I saw Palooza do that, and I tried it, and it came out nice. So, and now let me trim this off. Okay. And now let's trim this part off. Oh, wait a minute. I feel like this needs to go on just a little bit more. Okay. That was looking kind of crazy there for a moment. And then turn this back. Alright. And so we have that. Okay. I'm wondering, yeah, this gonna come off a little bit more. Hey, I got all kinds of glue and stuff stuck to this. Alrighty. I notice when it comes to this kind of stuff, if it gets a little bit messy, it doesn't bother me as much as if I'm doing Bible journaling and painting. I cannot have a bunch of mess. And I think it's because in my mind, I'm thinking you're going to have an accident. The paint going to spill on something, and that's going to be a wrap. And then that's something else to contend with. So that's why I think when it comes to Bible journaling and that paint, I'm a little bit more anal with cleaning up. But here I see that I'm not as. So yeah, this is okay. I was kind of upset about how this looked like it's curving, but not upset, but you know what I mean. I'm kind of like not liking that too much. But it's not bad. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so now time to put these sides on, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put some tape, some double-sided tape on and then now this is the one that I was saying earlier that you can go ahead and you can put the tape, but know that it's a possibility that your stuff could go in the crevices and get a little bit stuck, and then you have to wiggle it out. I mean, it's not 100% that that's going to happen, but the chances are high because this glue doesn't dry, it stays sticky. So you have to make sure that when you put it down that you burnish really, really well, because like I said, it get a little bit sticky. Oh my goodness, what did I just do? No, I did not do that. But this tape is some good tape though. The double-sided spread tape. I know I keep saying it like a broken record, but it's the truth. This stuff is good. Real good stuff here. Alright. And I like how easy it is to use. Like to get the, you know, the backing off. But right now what I'm doing is just cutting those little remnants off. Okay, so here's the deal with this. So I'm going to pull off the red part, the red backing, and then I'm going to put it down. And again, I'm gonna just say it again. It's because the glue is not gonna. There are glues for plastic to plastic. I don't think I have that. So, but anyway, I'm putting the M facing outward. I'm gonna make sure I get flush on all the way to the bottom and all the way flush left on this side. The same for this. I want to make sure that I am flush to the bottom and to the right. And my M is facing outward. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. Oops, there's no wiggle room here. I'm keeping that in mind. Make sure. Nope, you see? Oh my goodness. Oh, Jesus. Oh boy. Well, there goes that, y'all. I made a mistake. Yeah, you know what? But I'm going to try to get it out. This is what I'm glad you're seeing this, because this is what I mean by no wiggle room. See? No wiggle room. It's tearing. It's tearing. But it's good for you to see it, so I'm going to let you see it because I'm going to do my very best to put it back down. Okay, I got to put another piece of tape. No wiggle room with that. And that's been even in like sometimes I've been making my videos, and then I notice, oh my god, that thing is not centered, and I just work with it and try to get it up, because I mean, if it's ripping it to the other side, then there's no way that I can do it. Then I'll leave it off, but I can fix it sometimes. So I need to make sure I come over here. So, yeah, I'm sorry y'all can't see me 100%, but I do need to be a little bit further in because, yeah. Alright, good. That's better. I think that was good for y'all to see that. Okay, and so now here goes with this. And then take this one off. This video is long. It's long. A long video. And so now I'm going to go ahead and close this on this side. And then close this. Oh my god, it's sticking out a little bit. It sure is. On this side. It has some minor imperfections. Like it came out to the side. That's because that plastic. Let me see something. I don't like that. And guess what? I'm sorry, but I'm doing this. I can't get with it. I just can't. Dang, that's not gonna work for a system. I just have to work with it. That's it. Just have to work with it. Oh my goodness, Lord help me. I'm taking it out, y'all. I just cannot deal with that like that. Okay, let me see if I can push it in some. Yep. Okay. I was able to push it in just a little bit. Let's see if I could get this over here. A little something, something. I'm bending the paper so I could get it in. Yep. I'm being kind of anal with that. That's a little better. It just was sticking out just too much for me. And so here we go. Like that. So it's closed. So there we go. That's much better. Okay. Alrighty. So yeah, I'm done. So, you know, for a better tutorial, and I say that honestly, like I'm not saying that just to say that, just because I learned it from her. Because you can learn something from someone, and then, you know, it's not about you doing it better, but you do it a different way, and it's clearer. I don't think this is the way I did this was all the way like bad, but no, I was fumbling through it because I'm a newbie at it myself. But I don't mind showing that because I'm a newbie, and newbies learn, make mistakes. Even those that are veterans at something can still make mistakes. That's a part of life. But anyway, I don't want to go off on a tangent. Here we go. So these are the ones that I made previously. These three. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. And you see, that's what I was saying about it coming apart and or slipping out. You see that? You see this? Okay. Yeah. And that's because it's being glued on the sides, and that's why Scrapbooking with me demoed how to sew it. And in the future, the other ones I make, I don't think I'm gonna keep using the red tape for the sides. I do think I will sew it. I have a project for this, for these things, and so I'll be able to share that sooner than later, but only God knows. I don't want to say when, because it's like every time I do that, some type of curveball come out, and then I gotta readjust. I'd rather keep my mouth closed. and just do it. If I don't say that I'm gonna do it, then I don't have to feel any pressure, or if something comes up, feel bad. Unless I know beyond a shadow of doubt the Lord said give this date. Other than that, I just need to keep quiet about it. So yeah, so here we go. Open up one. This was the scrapbook one. Use a piece of paper that I was gonna trash. This one right here, that's cool. And this one right here, this one's cool too. Oh, you know what I did differently with this one? I didn't. Oh, that's what I did differently with this one. I didn't put this. I didn't put this. Oh snap, I just realized I did it different. I didn't put nothing. I just taped the sides, and as you can see, I can't even really, you can still get something in there, yes, but not like this one when I used the red tape on both sides. So I did something a little different. All right, I didn't even realize that until just now. Okay, so that's it. So with that being said, I want to say thanks for watching. God bless you, and remember, Jesus loves you. Bye-bye.